Hi everyone, it's Maybelle with Love Shaped Intuition. It's October, happy October, back with the monthly readings for each individual zodiac sign. You can watch for your sun, moon, rising, or Venus. If this is not your sign, you can look for those up on my channel. Under the videos tab, I'll also be putting them in a playlist to make them easier to locate. If you haven't yet subscribed, please take a moment to subscribe. It's the most valuable support you can provide me here on YouTube. It's free for your subscription. Like, comment, share this video with a friend or family member. All interactions continue to help the channel to grow, and I really appreciate your support. To support my work with a donation, please visit Buy Me a Coffee or Ko-fi.com. I also have a wish list, and all those links are in the description box as well as in the comment section. Alright, we're going to go ahead and do a look at the month, at each week individually with some oracle cards, book with tarot, and then we're going to take a look at what's new with your boo. So we'll do a little love reading as well. All right, let's get started. Hi Libra, happy October. Happy birthday if you're celebrating. Week 1 for Libra. Okay, beauty, card number 6. 6 is the number of the lovers in the tarot. Gemini energy, head over heart or heart over mind, choice or decision. You might be beautifying something, you might be decorating, painting, doing some kind of activity having to do with art or some kind of artistic endeavor. This could also be that you are changing your look, your style. This could also be that your ruler, Venus, is going to be important at this time. So something having to do with love or love relationships or love choice. Spending time out in nature may be important as well. Okay, week number 2. It's also important to allow your natural beauty to shine out this week. Week number 2 for Libra. Okay, 1, spirit, the vast universe. So you might be feeling as though something is fated or destined. You might be questioning if something is fated or destined. You might be wondering about like your faith or your beliefs. Let's get another one for week number 2. Okay, a milestone. And another 6. Okay, 1's on the vast universe, so a card of the self and fresh new starts, and 6 again with the lover's energy. So some type of milestone, a graduation, a celebration, could be a birthday, a wedding, some kind of ceremony. Okay, week number 3. Okay, relaxation. You may be on vacation. It may be a time where you need to relax. Take some time off. You might be reading or maybe spending time out in nature again, camping, or taking some time off. Okay, week number 4. Okay, mending, card 52. Gemini also received that card that week. Card 52. 5s are numbers of change, challenge, or competition. 2s are anytime you have a connection between yourself and another. 5 and 2 together is 7, which is long-term partnerships, contracts, relationships, commitments, including marriage. Is also faith or spirituality. So you might be mending something, fixing something. This could also be that you are mending a connection with someone, some type of healing, fixing, or the opportunity to mend something. You might actually be sewing, or repairing, alterations. Week number 5 for Libra. Okay, home, and it did come out in reverse, so you might be feeling kind of out of sorts. You might be feeling like you don't belong, or you might be kind of missing home. This could be that you want to do something that has to do with your home. You want to decorate, or you want to go home. You want to feel a sense of home, or do some kind of remodeling or changes to the home. Home roots, family, building something on a solid, stable, secure foundation. Let's get another one for that home. It could also be that just something is like in the works or in the process of turning around, or needs to like come together with some time. Okay, animals. So this card talks about a couple things. Animals, it's usually a house kind of associated with Virgo. So wherever you have your Virgo placement inside of your birth chart, it could be also that animals are going to be important signs or symbols to you at this time. This could also be that you're taking care of pets or some kind of animals in the home, or maybe someone else's home, especially since that home card came out in reverse. The animals card in the booklet that came with this deck actually talks about missing someone or missing animals, and it has an incantation to call back those that you miss. So it talks about animals on 4 feet, animals on 2, animals, with wings or feathers. I can't really remember the exact little message, but this may have to do with animal instincts. Also with that wolf there. The wolf is a symbol of family, also of kind of like a loner energy, as well as finding a sense of belonging with your wolf pack, your soul's tribe. The cats, there, especially the black cat, symbolizing good luck, symbolizing having kind of like multiple lives, and curious or like frisky, kind of not mischievous really, but like a curious energy. I was watching a cat in my backyard the other day, and it was there for a while just playing with something that was moving in the air. And then that looks like maybe an owl. So using one's intuition and really kind of seeing things from up above or from a higher perspective. Again, things in the shadows with the dark cat and also with the owl that comes out at night. And then we have the dove, white dove, representing love and peace and healing and a sense of like a peace offering. And she is there kind of, with compassion or comforting, or like a sense of beauty. I feel like with that beauty card that came out, and she's nurturing or comforting. Like I just feel like there's a connection there, like a beautiful connection of love, and maybe of unconditional love. Like how animals, love unconditionally, like their families. This could be to use your instincts, to trust your instincts, like animal instincts. And again, it could be that you're looking for a sense of home and like where you fit in, where you belong. Okay, for Libra, let's get your tarot. Okay, defending oneself, kind of standing up for yourself, maybe being a bit defensive, the 7 of Wands. Three of Wands, waiting, looking out over the horizon, seeing what your options are. It's not usually a card of waiting in vain though, because he has sent his ships out to sea. He's waiting to see what resources come back. It's a card of planning and action. All Wands energy is action, planning and action. Okay, wow, we have another Wands card, lots of fire. 10 of Wands, which is a burden, heavy burden, something that is being ended or being put down, something that you don't want to carry anymore, it's too heavy. Tens are endings in the tarot. Okay, Virgo energy with the Hermit, card that asks you to go within, to seek the inner wisdom that you hold within, seek that light. But it is a card of isolation. And then we have the Seven of Swords, so a card of lying, deception, hiding something. Could be a strategy. Okay, Nine of Swords. Some more Swords energy, really being worried, maybe not getting enough rest, having nightmares, or being stressed out, being very worried about something. The Hermit can be a guide or a teacher, someone very wise. So, okay, Nine of Pentacles, someone single, self-reliant, abundant, someone that is kind of capable of doing everything on their own, but sometimes that card becomes lonely because people will just watch them handle it on their own. And we did have another card of isolation there. This could be kind of blocking people out, waiting for something, putting down a burden, waiting to put down a burden, and there's some kind of situation here where you already have the knowledge that you seek, but you might be lying to yourself about something because you're actually like worried about your kind of like your glow up or your self-reliance or someone else's glow up, because we did have the beauty card at the beginning of the month. Let's get a couple more for Libra. Okay, Six of Swords, moving to calmer waters, moving away from the drama. This could be with someone or without someone. It depends on your situation. If you're able to get past the drama with someone, then it might be together. We do have a couple cards of isolation though, so take it if it resonates. Okay, family, legacy, success. This card is the Ten of Pentacles, which comes after the Nine of Pentacles. Tens are endings in the tarot, so a successful completion, and we did have that milestone energy. Okay, wow. Temperance, beautiful. You might be dealing with a Sagittarius, but the Temperance card is a card of patience, of testing your toes in the water, of melding head and heart, of mixing the two cups. So I love that when we get a lot of that Gemini energy and we had the sixes. So that energy is opposite on the zodiac wheel from Sagittarius. Sagittarius, when that happens, I always look at the two energies as kind of like needing to balance both, right? And so the Sagittarius energy or this Temperance energy is a card of needing patience and melding head and heart, not making the choice necessarily for one or the other, but like mixing two things together. It could be a card of compromise, of healing, the rainbow there symbolizing after some type of challenges, and testing toes in the water, kind of testing things out, seeing how things heal. with the growth and the flowers there and all the trees. It looks like with patience, things can be healed. All right, let's get your first set of advice, and then we'll do your love reading. For Libra, what's the advice for Libra? Okay, speak your world into being. Beautiful. So this could be about speaking affirmations. It could be about speaking to someone, having communication with the right people, connecting with others, the vast universe. It might be through prayer or through asking your angels for assistance. It could also be what it is that you're telling yourself. Again, because I did feel like, were you telling yourself the truth? Were you lying to yourself? Were you overthinking or worrying about something? Okay, shine. Beautiful. Shine your light on what needs to be healed or revealed. Shine your light. Shine your inner beauty. And this is a card about being selfish, a little bit selfish if you need to be. These flowers, there is no trail. Someone's going to come along and they're going to want to take a photo. They're not going to care whether they step on those flowers or not. Have you been trampled on? Have you been walked on? Have you done that to someone else? So this is a card about not dimming your light to fit in, sharing your ideas or sharing your feelings, expressing yourself. Let's get one more. It could be also a card of going towards what makes you happy, because I also see the Sun energy, the Leo energy there as going for what makes you happy. Keep your heart open, no matter what. Keep your heart open, and we have another tarot card fall out. Yes, the Knight of Pentacles. Is this something that is a solid, stable, secure offer? Something that can be planted for the future, an investment, something that can be committed and beautiful, something solid, tangible, secure. But it's taking so long that it doesn't seem like it's coming at all. And so something that has you worried, or something that is making you feel like it's taking a really long time, that's something that you've been waiting for, and then keeping your heart open no matter what. All right, let's get your love reading. What's new with your boo? What's new with your boo? And this is just going to be a quick love reading for Libra. Withdrawn, single, lonely, solitary. Okay, intimacy, bonding, sensual, confiding, and releasing, letting go, moving on, walking away. All right, so this connection, or this person that we're looking at here, is feeling single, perhaps lonely, and they are feeling alone. They do have an intimate bond with you. They feel that you were very closely bonded, but they are letting it go for some reason. So it feels like they're trying to release that bond with you. They're trying to walk away. They're trying to move on. Let's see what the messages are. For Libra, what's new with your boo? This could be also too that they're becoming single to pursue this bond. They're walking away from something else. I let my pride get in the way. I'm seeing how it holds me back. Okay, so they might be releasing things that are holding them back. They might be releasing that feeling of that I was talking about with that Nine of Pentacles energy, that kind of makes them feel like, well, I can do it on my own. No one will ever compare to you. I wanted you to realize you were making a mistake by letting me go. They may have walked away because something was taking too long, and they wanted you to make the choice to keep them, or to follow them, or to not block them out. Okay, it's going to take a lot to earn my trust and respect back. They feel like you didn't try. Okay, I clearly asked you for space. Perhaps this is asking you for space and so they left, or they asked you for space maybe in your home and that wasn't something that you had the opportunity or you wanted to do. Okay, I've been lying to myself. This could be that they're lying about their being able to walk away. Okay, you mean so much to me. This time apart has me feeling so sad. Yes, so especially if you're seeing them on social media and they're looking like they've had this glow up, they are trying really hard to make that and to feel that way. I mean, they're trying to. Okay, I stay up late thinking about you, and it did come out in reverse. So maybe they are like in that Nine of Swords energy. Maybe they are. And this could also be that they are just trying to focus on other things so that they can try and release the past. Okay, is it too late to make things right? Because a lot of waiting, a lot of putting things off, a lot of time has passed. For Libra, okay, inspiration. Be prepared as you'll soon receive a visit from the fairy of inspiration. Come dusk or dawn, she can call at any time. You may be receiving a phone call. You might also just be receiving some kind of sign, symbol, synchronicities that make you feel inspired. Inspired to relax, inspired to take action, inspired to paint or redo a room or heal something. Okay, we have wait for winter, nature signs. During the colder months, the fairy queen of winter will help you manifest your most heartfelt wishes as long as your intentions are for the highest good of all. Yes, so you have to get rid of that Seven of Swords energy. Any of that lying, deception, all that kind of stuff. And perhaps needing to kind of like wait for these signs in nature. That temperance energy of just being patient. Nature signs. Be receptive to the subtle messages from nature as you go about your day. Nature talks to us continually. We only need open our hearts and minds. And I do believe that we had keep your heart open, and that's the second time we received that same message. Let's get one more because those two fell out. So we'll get one more for Libra. Okay, hope. Beautiful. And we have another synchronicity because I'm pretty sure we had the animals with the white dove. Hope is always there even if we can't see it. Optimistic expectations can help change a negative situation into a positive one. Alright, that is what I have for Libra. I hope it was helpful. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. I'd love to see you back at Love Shaped Intuition. Take care and thank you for watching.